Hi, this is Joe Young, Real Property Management. It is the 19th day of May 2014, and we are here at the property located at 21590 East Meriwether Lane, Liberty Lake, Washington, 99019. This is the move-in videotaping of the property. We have tenants taking up early possession today on this 19th day of May. And the primary intention of the video is just to get a clear indication of condition at time of move-in, as well as anything that has been referenced on the move-in condition checklist, which I just finished on behalf of the management company. We're going to start with the exterior of the property, and the yard has been recently mowed and serviced by the owners and such, and so obviously we would expect the same condition at time of move-out with the new tenants moving in. This area, the yard, is the east end area side, and we're just going to walk around the yard. And the primary concern that we have with the exterior, other than condition, is to make sure that we have a clear indication of all the various landscaping items that are with the property. Landscaping is quite expensive. Obviously we have a heat pump here on location as well. This is a high-end home in the Legacy Ridge area of Liberty Lake, and that. And now we're going to head to the south side of the property, which would be the backyard. We're going to go up to the upper portion of the backyard and then work our way back down. And again, we're just looking for overall inventory of shrubs and trees, overall condition of the property as well. And as I mentioned, the owners were here over the weekend getting it ready. And this is the property line right here. We're just going to shoot basically back to the west here. Just has some beautiful landscaping and such. The sprinkler system has been activated, and obviously any issues with the sprinkler system at the time at which the tenants move in, we will encourage them to notify us. Sorry if the vocal portion of the video is a little windy. The winds are blowing up here just a tad, but we'll try to keep that to a minimum. And we will be providing a copy of the video to the owners as well as to the new tenants, just for the record. And again, one of the things we do like to mention on the video, because we're doing not just a visual, but we're doing an audio as well, as just anything that we need to acknowledge on the property. This would be things obviously notated on the move-in condition checklist. And this is looking down on the back side of the property. Again, just a beautiful property. It does come with a hot tub that at this time is fully operational. We do require the tenants to provide us with renter's insurance anytime there's a hot tub or pool or sauna on location, or if it's on a lake as well. Okay, we're going to now proceed along the west side of the property line here. I just want to make sure we get a good visual over here as well. And this is looking down on the west side of the property here. Obviously we got some steps here leading from the front area of the house to the back area. And I'm just going to shoot this area of the yard and then work my way back around the lower portion of the backyard as well. And this area has been recently cleaned up by the owners. Obviously in this area we get a lot of pine needles in that. And that takes us right back up to the front area there, but I wanted to get a clearer picture and video of this area here. Just some beautiful rocks in that. And this is the front yard area. This water fountain does work, although it's not turned on at this time. Okay, I'm going to go shoot the back side now on the lower portion of the backyard. Then I'll work my way up to the front, get into the garage, and then enter the house to complete the videotaping of the property. These items were obviously left by the owners. They've been acknowledged in that. If the tenants want to plant stuff in them and put them out, they're certainly welcome to do that, but not required to. Okay, here we are in the backyard on the lower level, the patio level, if you will. And again, I just want to get a clear indication of all the beautiful landscaping that comes with the property. That's not to say things won't die over time or get infested with some type of a disease, but for now, what we see is what we get, and what we see is what the tenants are going to get upon taking up tenancy today on an early possession agreement. Again, that's the east side of the house. Now we're just sweeping over here to the backyard again. Here's the hot tub, and that it is circulating at this time. The water's not fully up to usable temperature. It's warm, but not in the degree range that we normally like our hot tubs to be, you know, as users. Okay, we do have a barbecue area here, and I'm just going to get a clear indication of its cleanliness. The previous tenants did not use it. They were only here for about 5 months. This screen door, and I'll notate this on the interior too, is a little loose and in time is going to need to be serviced or replaced. We have a fireplace that's shared between the living room and the patio area. This is a door that goes into one of the bedrooms, which we considered on the move-in condition checklist to be the southwest bedroom. And again, just one more swoop here of the backyard area. All the lights are functioning out here. Okay, this time we're going to walk around the east end of the property and enter the garage area. And then we'll exit the garage and go into through the front door to videotape the interior of the home. We do have an exterior door on the back side of the garage here. Okay. We have a 3-car garage. We got a double door entry point and a single door entry point, both with garage door openers. In the I'm just going to notate a few things here. The scuff marks here. It looks like we made some some marks there for hanging stuff. The breaker box is out here, as is the timer box for the Rainburst sprinkler system. All the breakers there at this time are on. And again, the sprinkler system is fully functional. And it's on auto right now. And we do have a invisible fence, which is pretty common out here in Legacy Ridge. There isn't much in the way of fencing of any of the properties. Central vac system, we have a utility gas heater up here to heat the garage if need be. And obviously I want to make sure I get all of these in the video. These are very expensive, but they're used for storing items to keep it off the floor. This would be like spare tires during the off season, so forth and so on. But they made great use of the garage space by doing that. And these are for bicycles and that, to lift stuff again up off the garage floor so it could be used to park stuff in. And here we have, this was left behind by the owners. And this is just a, looks like a basketball hoop of sorts. Just want to get a taping of that as well. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. And these are a couple items left by the owners at the time they moved out. And I'm not sure exactly what they go to. Looks like some storm windows in that. But the garage overall is in excellent condition. This is a relatively new home. I don't know what exact year it was built in, but we do have a couple Chamberlain LiftMaster garage door openers. And again, you could see throughout the ceiling area all the additional hardware that was added to be able to store stuff. And both these garage doors are functioning at this time and does come with 2 remotes for the tenants that are moving in. And then we also have an exterior keypad here to enter the property, and we'll have to get that code to the tenants. Okay, we're going to enter the property at this time. We're at about 11 and a half minutes into the video. Probably end up concluding this at around 25 minutes. And again, we'll load it into YouTube and send a link to the tenants for their records as well as the owners. Just want to make sure we have all the landscaping that applies to the property. Okay, here's the front porch area. Lights are operational out here. I'm going to kick my shoes off at this time. Turn the light onto my videotape device here. And we're going to just start with the foyer area. And I'm just going to reference items in the foyer that were notated on the condition move-in checklist. And there wasn't really anything referenced here. That doesn't mean we won't notate a little chip down there in that area of the wall. Again, we're not trying to hide anything from our tenants, but just have an accurate representation of the property. To our immediate right, we're going to have a hallway closet here. This would be for guest coats and that. There's some additional shelves here to some of the shelving here at the property. And this was left behind, I believe, by the owners, if not by the tenants. But we're going to leave it as is for now. Nothing to really notate in this closet. The hallway here does have some nails and hanging items, hardware if you will, and we're just going to point those out. There's one on this particular wall here, 2 as we move down the hall here, one, and there's a cover plate there, and then there's a couple right here on this particular wall. And again, I just want to reference these to make sure that the tenants are not held accountable for them. And here again, we've got some references to some hanging hardware. And certainly not opposed to the tenants taking these out if they feel the need to hang whatever they want to hang. Their lease is for a period of 18 months. In the next room we're going to go to is the bedroom. This would be considered the southwest bedroom. This TV and remote was left by the owners. It is a Magnavox, and that they elected to leave it instead of taking it down. We have some leftover hardware here. It looks like some type of hardware for a rod for the door. And again, I'm just going to notate these up here. You can see, and as we go along the north wall of this bedroom, a couple items here in the wall, and it looks like there was some marks there from when they elected to hang something. Want to make sure that it was straight. As we go to the west wall of this particular bedroom, I don't really see anything of concern here. On the south wall, we do have a screw in the wall there. The windows, window coverings, the tracks and everything are fine. Nothing to really reference there. And we do have some scuff marks here on this particular wall, which again would be the south wall of this particular bedroom. The door here is in fine shape. It does come with its own covering there. Just want to make a notation of that as well. The door coming into the bedroom's in fine shape. Nothing to notate there. And the carpets in all the rooms have been professionally cleaned. The Jack and Jill bathroom, both of them are in excellent shape. We've looked through the drawers and the cabinets and everything. We've got basically 4 pocket doors in this area of the home, 2 going into the walk-in closet servicing the 2 bedrooms and that. We do have a small nail or brad there in this particular wall. We've got 2 pocket doors that come from each of the bedrooms leading into the lavatory shower area as well. Nothing to really note other than the things notated already on that particular room. This I'll call the lavatory tub shower room. Immediately we'll see that there's some hardware here in the wall, a couple nails, a couple hooks, and obviously those were intended to house whatever the owners had. The shower area has been adequately cleaned, nothing to notate there. No service needs that I could see at this point. All the hanging hardware, the towel racks and everything are tightly affixed to the walls. Again, nothing to notate there. And as we move into this other bathroom area servicing what we'll call the northwest bedroom, again along this particular wall we do have a couple brads in the wall there. Nothing regarding the sink, vanity, and the cabinets around it. We do have a couple markers here from somebody was measuring one of their kids, it looks like. And this walk-in closet is not, there's nothing to really notate in here. Everything's operational as well. Okay, in the northwest bedroom, again, the biggest concern is what we see affixed to the walls. That, along with all of these brads, and I'm just going to walk the length of the wall here. These are already in location. We do have a couple hooks up there. They once had a light fixture up there as well. The window coverings and everything, the light's a little weird in here, but are in adequate shape and condition. They're all functioning. This would be considered the south wall. We've got, or the blue south wall. Got 1 screw there screwed in. The door's in fine shape. Carpets have been professionally cleaned. In what would be considered the east wall or the brown wall east, we do have a couple items here to notate as well. And then again, this is the north wall, and I just want to point out those 3 items that are affixed to the wall, hooks and screws or whatever you want to call them. Okay? All right, so that will conclude the videotaping on this end of the home. We're going to go into the office at this time, and all the cabinets here are built in. This is just a beautiful office area of the home. Again, nothing really to notate here on the move-in condition checklist. We do have a hook right there as well. It looks like a little tick mark there, maybe for purposes of right there, right here. And that was for measurements, I assume. There's a hook up there above the door entry and one on the east wall of the office as well. The window and window coverings are all in adequate shape. Okay. And the carpets again have been professionally cleaned. Nothing else to really notate about the office area of the house. Moving into the dining area, this would be considered the formal dining area. All the lights are operational, and we'll notate anything on the walls that need to be notated. Obviously up here we have some screws in the wall. They obviously had something heavy hanging up here. Want to notate that on behalf of the tenants. The window coverings and windows and vertical blinds, horizontal blinds are all functioning and have been cleaned. They look great. So that will conclude the videotaping of the dining area. We're going to head into the living room at this time. This is just kind of a faraway viewpoint of it. It's a great room effect. We have a ceiling fan in here. All lights are operational. The carpets again have been professionally cleaned. On this particular wall, which is the kitchen wall, if you will, we've got 4 hooks there with a center point marking right there in the middle again. We're going to move now over to the west wall of the living room area. Let it be notated we have a nail there, a couple screws here, and here. We do have surround sound on location, and certainly if somebody wants to hook it up, they can. I always recommend they use a professional company to do that. Little pencil mark right there. We have some, I think, some little bit of scuffing here along the lower portion of this wall. Probably just from furnishings and that. Okay, the fireplace again is a see-through between this and the exterior patio, and all the windows and such are working and functioning and clean. This is the bar area of the kitchen, and we have a little sitting area over here with 4 bar stools. We want that to be notated. And then here we have this screen that's a little bit loose. Let me try to get my lighting back here. With the sun, sometimes it's hard to kind of pick up the lighting that we need. But that screen is in need of tightening. It doesn't look overly damaged or anything. And again, as we move into this dining area, we have some items in the wall there, a wall plug and a nail, as we do here on this wall, and as we do over on this wall, and then we have a little nick there on the wall as well. The floors are all in excellent shape. They're hardwood, naturally hardwood floors. I want to look down here. A little scuffing there, but nothing to really be concerned with. Okay, in the kitchen area, I've opened all the drawers and cabinets. Don't really see anything of concern. Faucets are operational, as are the appliances. Garbage disposal. Did not check that coffee pot there. The tenants are certainly welcome to use that if they'd like. It's just a beautiful home. There's our dishwasher, convection oven, microwave, if you will. The stovetop has been effectively cleaned. The ventilation or exhaust does work. That's just a box for the new tenants moving in from Dish Network. This is the pantry area of the house. We do have 2 garage door openers and 1 gate remote for the front gate. Refrigerator has been adequately cleaned by the tenants that have moved out, as has been the double ovens and that. Not going to put a lot of time into that. I've already looked in there. We do obviously need the tenants to fill out and add any additional items to the move-in condition checklist as well. We're now going to move into the master bedroom area of the house. This would be on the southeast end of the house. We do have another door here. I'm going to shut these just to add some effective lighting here. That screen's in fine shape. This door is in a very functioning shape. It does have its own lock, master lock, deadbolt, excuse me. And again, just trying to get an illustration of this room. We took the cover off the alarm system. A couple of the teats have broken. And that I'm going to get with Allied or one of the alarm companies, see if I could order that up and get it replaced in that. And it's not functioning at this time anyway, but I'll make note of that with the new tenants that are moving in. And we do have some nails and brads here, holes, and again from whatever was hanging here and that. We'll head over to this wall at this time. One item of note is we've got that as well as that and that hanging on the wall. We have a curtain here, if you will, that is the entry point going into the master bedroom bathroom with double vanities, walk-in shower, as well as a soaking tub. And again, we're just going to videotape some of these and make note of anything that needs to be notated. The only thing I can mention on the showers is the grout lines, and this is true even at our house, they just probably need to be scrubbed or cleaned, and that we usually use a steamer for that. Just underneath this particular cabinet and this other cabinet, nothing to notate. Adequately cleaned. I don't see any damage. Here's the tub area. Adequate window coverings. Those hanging items were left by the owners, as well as that towel hooks there. But everything in this room is in adequate shape. I do want to notate that there's a little mark there. I don't know. Yeah, right there. As well as a little scuff mark down here. And then we do have a couple nails here, as well as on the toilet side of the wall. There they are right there. Okay. And nothing else to really note. The exhaust fan does work in here. Walking into the master bedroom closet. We're going to try to have as much light in here as we can, but the only thing to note in here is we have another light that's burnt out. It's a fluorescent light and such. Carpets in here have been professionally cleaned. I don't really see anything of concern in here. Obviously, it's not an area of the house where you would necessarily hang stuff other than the closets or the hardware and that for the California closets and that. Okay. Okay, so floors are adequate in the bathroom. Everything's functioning. Nothing to really notate other than what I already did. We're going to head down the hallway now, head down to the half bath here. This would be your guest bath. And again, main thing here is we just have some stuff left on the walls. And down the hallway here, again, we've got items that were originally hung on the wall. Let me make notation of this, that there's a little nick in the wall there, and it looks like it's been previously painted over. Not sure if the tenants did that or not. I'll have to check their condition checklist. But we have some hook here, 3 along this particular wall. We're going to take an immediate right into the laundry room area. Here's the laundry tub area. Everything in here is in great condition. It does come with washer and dryer, and as well as a ironing board here that's on its own hook. And then we got some hooks over there on the wall, but really other than that, nothing to notate. The exhaust fan does work in here, and the flooring is in wonderful condition as well. To our immediate left here is going to be the utility room. And again, there's some leftover paint that's been stored in here. We've got an oversized A.O. Smith, looks like a 100-gallon water tank, if I'm not mistaken, and such. And gas, and then the furnace is in here also, the Train XR90. And then the furnace filter size looks to be 20 by 20 by 1. Okay, and this is just another hall closet for hanging stuff in, and some extra curtain rods here for whatever reason. That's going out into the garage. I'm going to go ahead and close those doors at this time. And that's a pin board probably for notes to the family. That's pretty common. This is heading into another closet that's underneath the upgoing staircase. Let it be notated there's just a couple scuff marks here. The carpets in this room have been professionally cleaned. And we're now going to head up this hallway, if you will. Lighting's just a little different in here, but I just want to notate on this wall we've got some areas that of previous use. Obviously, we've got 4 screws in the wall as well as 3 holes from previous plugs or whatever. We do have a light bulb that's out up here. We'll have to get to that in the coming days. This is just a bonus room that's above the garage. It's been nicely appointed with a wet bar. Looks like we had a little settling here, certainly through no fault of the owners or tenants. And then back here we do have a small countertop microwave, a small refrigerator, and then a wet bar in that area as well. And that pretty much concludes the videotaping of the property here at 21590 East Meriwether.